2012 has been the year of the music subscription service here in Australia. We had the local launch of Spotify and Rdio and the relaunch of Pandora Internet Radio. If you've never used one before, music subscription services basically allow you to listen to a seemingly unlimited amount of music for free, if you don't mind listening to the odd advert, or there's usually a premium service for a flat monthly fee. And the take-up has been impressive. Spotify alone has over 15 million users in 15 different countries, and the company itself is valued at $3 billion. But it hasn't been so good for musicians who get paid almost nothing from these services. Now, it's impossible to know for sure because every musician's contract is negotiated individually, plus the actual amount that a musician gets varies depending whether the user is using a mobile phone, if they're a free user, premium user, but anecdotally, on average, an independent artist gets about 0.5 cents per play. But here's the real problem. It turns out that that is far too much money.
In a nutshell, what we found is that over 98 cents out of every dollar that comes into Spotify as revenue goes right out, mostly in the form of royalties to music companies. And it leaves us 2 cents on the dollar to try and pay for everything else that the company does.
Privco are a company who essentially make money from selling financial data about private organisations. They investigated Spotify's books and concluded that the company's aggressive international expansion into places like the US and Australia has exposed a structural problem in their business model.
When they enter a market, they suffer quite heavy losses on the initial users who tend to be free users. And over time, more free users convert into paid users. But when a free user listens to a song, they have to pay a royalty regardless.
So for Privco, there are two possible solutions here. One, you can dump free users altogether, or two, far more feasibly, you introduce a tiered system where customers that use Spotify more pay more.
Where the heaviest users, for example, of Spotify, pay maybe £15 or £20 a month or dollars a month. That could help.
Then, of course, there's the challenger. This summer, we'll see the rollout of this. It's the newly rebranded MySpace designed right here in Australia. And the moment you log on, it becomes clear that this is a social network that's not designed to take on Facebook, but very specifically designed to challenge music subscription services like Spotify and Rdio. Even in its long dormant phase, MySpace still had twice the user base of something like Spotify and well over twice the audio catalogue. The other thing, and possibly the more important thing though, is that MySpace pay royalties as an internet radio station, which is a lot less than the on-demand royalties that Spotify is paying. Ultimately, the real issue here is for the music industry in general. They need this to work because without a digital delivery service that audiences are willing to pay for and artists can live off, unfortunately, the music will die.